What up, guys? You can hear me okay? I'm inside of a coffee shop, and I'm streaming. I'm gonna try to see if this works out. Probably a terrible idea, but it seems like we're getting okay audio from what I'm seeing on OBS. And I am gonna go ahead and share screen so we can kind of dive in and start talking about what I want to get done for the day. So, where should we start? Let's see which display we should have up first. Let's get Discord opened all the way up. There's a question in here I wanted to answer for somebody. And here we go live. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Today I'm going to answer this. I'm going to probably dive in and do some simple stuff while we're sitting here at the coffee shop, hanging out with the family. I have this question here from one of the members that he's been around in the Discord for, not Discord, but the Slack channel for a while, and he's moved over. So thanks for moving over, Mike. I'm trying to build this one up. So I'm going to first kind of just answer questions for the day. Then I'll probably jump into the GitHub board, issue board, and start looking at what I want to at least solve so I can get this out of my brain. So, let's see. This is definitely the right place to ask this, Michael. You had an account. Yep. So, general consumer information on building versus buying Excel add-in that takes a custom GPT I use for work instead of copying and pasting the outputs from an Excel to GPT and VV. I'm not sure what the VV stands for. And VV. Maybe I can reread it. No. Calling a custom function. The plugin I use I had to be paid for, so it was removed. Two choices, build versus buy back. I'm a power user, but not a developer. Are there low-code, no-code options to build an API to call an Excel function? Or is this solvable with O1 Assistant Builder? I really do believe that there's some ability to do this with the Assistant Builder. I would probably go that route. Let me just make sure that the audio is not getting too stepped on. Okay. Michael, I would probably go the route of just trying to tinker with creating an Assistant Builder. And I haven't messed around with it enough, but I do believe that that is simple enough to where it could possibly be done. Yeah, we're doing good. Thank you. What you're going to, what I don't know if I fully understand yet is, instead of copying and pasting inputs and outputs from Excel to GPT and VV, vice versa, okay, calling a custom function, the interoperability between them. Okay, good. There's a blender going on in the background, and so it's a little sketched out about that. But just double check that everything's good on the streams. Nobody is. I need to fix that. I need to fix the naming here in a minute. We will do that afterwards. It's all about the content at the moment. Just double check YouTube, make sure this is live. Okay, cool. So I would probably go down the road of trying to validate if you could do this with ChatGPT. But you have this like bi-directional communication that it sounds like you're explaining, to where you need it to be back and forth between these two platforms. So it almost seems like you're going to have another application that essentially just interacts with these two platforms. Is there a connector? I don't know. If I was going to have to put a connector into these platforms, maybe you look at an automation platform like make.com, or Zapier. That Zapier is another interesting one. But these are all, this is what it comes down to when you go into low code, no code. You get into the search of the solution and trying to see if that solution is going to fit yours exactly the way that you like is it's going to take a lot of searching. And usually, what you're going to be better off doing is just orchestrating this into code, into an example, and then just building onto it from there. And I think that ends up coming with a lot more knowledge transfer or knowledge gain in doing that. So, Michael, in that case, I would recommend trying to do what you can with ChatGPT, but you might not get it. Then maybe validate make.com, or if Zapier could, that you're still going to go against trying to create a solution in those platforms. With those platforms being very broad and general, it's still going to be some work. And so it just depends on which direction you think is going to be give you the best result. My opinion, I'd probably just start with some simple Python and go from there. But I also check at these other platforms just to see what they're capable of. But you'd probably need to ask AI tools about the capabilities of that platform doing that. I'd possibly do some of that type of research first, and then drill down. So I would reckon I will. I'm not going to do this on stream, but Michael, I will get back to you later. But if you see this, that's what I'd recommend, bud. So next, we're going to fix what we're going to call the stream, but we don't really know what we're going to call the stream. Let's say some DeepSeek eval. Let's just call it DeepSeek eval today. Evaluating. Oops, we need to go to our stream chat. Today we are going to evaluate localized DeepSeek. Please, let's go with that. I don't think it's going to know how to do the whale emoji in order to get it. Yeah, evaluating localized DeepSeek, AI breakdown model and testing. That's probably good enough. Probably ask for like a whale emoji. Can you provide some whale? That more relative to DeepSeek is. That's probably good. I'll take out these ones though. It's probably going to be hypey. I don't know. Like, it'd be interesting if we get a bunch of people based on just. You gotta fix the stream. Oh no, Sunny Boy's crawling on the table. Oh no. Oh no, he's going. He's on the table. What are you gonna do? Yeah, no more on the table. No more Sunny Boy on that table. Yeah, Sunny. Yes, Sunny. He's a big boy. Climb on that table. Let's see. Okay, so we need to go back to our AI chat. We need to copy things. Leave this one up here. These for switching tabs. Get over here on YouTube. A lot of stream maintenance stuff right now. I'm sorry, guys. Usually I do this before, but we're doing this a bit more ad hoc than usual. Let's see. So now I need to go back to the streams. We need to throw this in. Cool. Add that. What up, Sonny? You should probably get off the table. Oops. There goes more water. Let's move this here. Let's move back again. What's going on? Eek. Interesting. There's not like a DeepSeek ad yet. I guess there is, but okay. I'd say that that's good. Yes, Sunny. All right. Let's go get back to what we're going to do on here. So I just finished this one the other night. Let's see. Let's see. We can close this. I should have closed it. Chat tabs seem good, like good UI. I would like to have the pop-out drawer interaction. Add seek. We've already done that, so we can close that as well. Let's see. Refresh. Browser use would be a fun one to play with. It seems like this is like a pretty cool library. I'm curious to know if this is going to just if it just runs. What makes it open up the browser? Or is it just running headless? I don't know if we're going to get to this today. That's cool. Okay, so it does do all of the element tracking. This is pretty cool. Right at Google. Okay, we're definitely going to have to implement this. I just do not think it's going to be today. It looks really cool. Check on the streams. I'm curious to know if anybody else has tried this. Seems like a pretty cool feature that's been added, especially that's already built with like it's got like a lane chain implementation in the example. Let's go look at the app. Okay, so we did add this ability to get the system message. There's going to be a bit more things that need to be done on that than I want to do at the moment. I need to add like an API endpoint for. I think. Let me double check the API itself. API. Thought I had. I lost GitHub. Vector issues. Browse use is not something that we're going to be able to get done quickly. I think what we could do is we could make at least progress on this pop-out drawer. This is possibly the most achievable thing. I need to add the migrations. I need to get this done so I can add the ability to have a chat agent selection at the dashboard. Oh, that's funny. Or browser use. I've already made an issue for this. Interesting. Let's get started on this drawer. Let's do issue 120. Let's go ahead and get everything started up. Let's pop this open. We're going to pop the split view. And we have this, and we're going to get our dev environments set up and ready to go. So let's get branch cut, get branch. We already know what branch we're on. Let's get checkout feature. What number is it? 120. Pop out drawer. swap out our action log. Whoops. Git. So let's create our entry and our change log. And just kind of check out what it looks like. We know what it does look like, but it's good practice to see what it is right here on line 21. So we can close our change log. We can commit that one change. We commit the one change from our change log, so we can get this branch git colon dash u origin feature 120 git. Okay, our branch is ready. Let's go double check what we have for pull requests. Okay, let's get this set up. Okay, we'll get this teed up. Cool. All right, so we got our draft pull request going on. The next thing we can do is let's get the interface booted up so we can just see what's going on. I don't need the backend today, so let's utilize the deployed API. Rather than booting up the backend and then maybe like showing some credentials. Ooh, something's already running on. Okay, so I must be running this already. That's good. We're gonna just shut this down. To kill that terminal, we can go ahead and kill this terminal, and then we can just shut this down, restart this. Now we're back on 5173. Get the interface pulled open. I have that spot for this, maybe here. Okay, so I have pushed 66. I don't think I did anything to the back end unless it was adding DeepSeek. I don't really care for that at the moment. It's not going to work there either, anyways. I do have Grok. That was a fun one to play around with. It's super fast. We want to add what we're trying to do is so we have these chat conversations, and when we implement utilizing a tool, we are essentially getting a kind of underlying prompt going on that we're getting the inputs and outputs of the tool executions. And what I want to do is I want to do the very, very similar thing for what ChatGPT does. I like their ability. I like this UI. I like when we go to reasoning model and we say like, provide me the steps for setting up fast API. I don't know. It's a terrible example, but this is what I mean. This right side drawer was what I was looking for. It didn't give any internal prompting. Formulate a business plan, maybe. Like, let's try that. Formulate an AI business SaaS app to be launchable and profitable. And then this should show some internal prompting. Okay, there we go. See? Now we're getting this internal prompting. And I just want to utilize the UI of this right side for viewing tool executions or internal reasoning action prompts. The interesting thing is I don't think you can I do not think you can separate those in the DeepSeek model. But it does. It is very nice UI. So that is something that I would like to add. We also need to add these action bars at some point. This is a little less important at the moment. So we need to get the tool execution back up and running. So what they do is they split it down to the side, and they just move everything over. So they're just shifting it over. I think we just need to add that section to the layout. I think our music was running out. So we're back to it. Post. So what we want to do is we want that same feeling just over on the right side for us, and they just essentially squeeze everything to the right. So let me just check this one. Yeah, even the chat is squeezed to the left. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add that into our UI so that we can have the tool executions, but we don't have any tool executions going at the moment. And I need to make sure that I can have those work locally. So I'm actually going to set the back end. I'm going to pause the actual stream for a moment so that I can make sure that we don't show any credentials today, so I don't want to do any editing. So here's the start screen. And checking on the chats really quickly before we move on. Okay, nothing in chats. Yep, it's very low-key, boring stream day, which is all good. I don't want to keep this going too much longer. So we need to make some progress on this. That's all we really need to do at the moment. So, get back and boot it up. Hey, baby, you got another toy? Okay, I'm getting the virtual environment spun up. You guys sound like you're having fun. Okay, backend is booted. Now we've got to switch the API server. I do not have a tool that I really want, like I can execute, so what containers do we have running? All of the ones that I want except for Ubuntu. Docker start Ubuntu before. Okay, now we have 4 containers running, and I got Sunny beating his food to death with his windmill. You got his windmill beating his food to death. I'm just gonna try to make some progress on something, and then I'm gonna be done. I just want to get this one piece of UI in, and I don't think I'm actually gonna finish it. We got our containers open. We need to see if our execution is working correctly. Got it. Okay. The next thing, we have our backend executing. We need to now check. Let's unpause the stream. Welcome back. What we need to do is we want to get the front end, make sure that it's connected to our backend. Let's just go ahead and log out and just validate that everything is working correctly. Okay, let's open up our tools. Let's slide this down to the left. It's not going to be needed that much. Then check the network. Let's log in with the default credentials. Seems to be going to the correct place. Yeah, okay, so I think we're good. We're now using the local backend. What we want to do is we need to test the tools. So let's have it say list current available, and looks like it's working. So here's this part that I was talking about. It's actually this right here, this information right here. This is the information that we want to have pop open into the right side bar so that we can have the user be able to easily view this information. But you can see here that we have our tools, so we know that this is working from that extent. I did want to see if thanks. The negative sounds is like hopping in my ear, Sonny boy. Thank you. Appreciate it. I love you. Let's see if we can execute some shell Docker really quick. Please, we don't need available tools. Let's execute shell Docker. Please provide the response from http demo.engineers using it's installed, else use wget. And let's see if it's going to. Cool. Okay, so it does work. It is able to execute against the Docker container. That's basically our Ubuntu virtual machine. And as you can see, it streams the actual output of the tool call as well. And this is something that we're going to most likely kind of counteract. We're going to only need the end of it instead of having to stream the entire tool call. You can see the only thing that we really care about is this response here. But we do want this to be in the right side toolbar, and we do want it to actually get streamed. We just don't need it to be aggregated in the current way that it is. So the first thing we need to do is we know that we have our development environment now in place. We need to now start to construct the drawer that we would like so that we can implement the response output to go inside of that drawer. How we should do this. I need to be able. I think the best way I've been liking this is I do like V0 as my design tool, and the only way to do it well, it seems to be. I don't know. I think it might be between Bolt and V0. I like V0 because it seems to be defaulting to the same CSS frameworks that I'm using, Tailwind and Shadcn. But I'm not sure how to equip it with the right context. We have a drawer-ish. How does this one look? Like this is also something that's a bit. This doesn't push anything over. It needs to operate like this in the same way. We need a drawer. Where is this layout? Let's go look at the layouts. That layout. CSS. Okay. And I do remember. So everything's in the chat page, I believe. Okay, here we go. Here's the messages. Here's the drawer itself. So if we're to even just comment that out, the drawer will go away. It should. No, that's a different drawer, I think. Any changes in this file, so I don't know which one you're even doing. Whoops. Whoa, is that not in this file? That should stay, yeah. No, don't remove that. Why is that trying to get removed? Don't do that. The send button, that's all within this. Okay, thread history drawer, that's what it is. So this is all bumping in up next to each other. So what can we do here? Can we just add this to see what it would look like on the right side? That's pretty close. I mean, it does pop out the way that we need. It's just too redundant. I mean, it's just redundant. The hard part is it's not going to fully understand what this chat layout looks like. I think the best way we could do this is it almost seems like giving this to O1 might be the best way to implement this. Let's just go check out V0 real quick. I have to give it a set of files, attach image files, attach images, etc. Ask V0, import screenshots. I'm wondering if I can just give it a screenshot. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think that's what we need to do. I think we need to give it a screenshot. Let's go to the implementation. Let's give it screenshots. Let's go move the sidebar. We're going to minimize this. I don't need that right now. We want to get to 100%. I need to now give it all of the components that we want to have it realize. Shot. Oops. Cell. There you go. The problem is that it's going to not give this the right way. I think we need to do it this way. Let's just see what Cursor can give us. Let's back up a minute and let's just have Cursor go to town. Let's go here. Let's describe exactly what we want to Cursor. Up our terminal. We're going to need to get this more scoped. Okay, I'll just put it over here then. Okay. Let's get the terminal opened up. This is a crazy stream. Chat. I need to go to the front end, so we're going to go to the front end. We're going to go to Cursor. We're going to open the front end now. Oh, we got that cinnamon roll icing. You eating it? Ridiculous. I'm gonna let Cursor kind of just take the wheel, and then I'm probably just be like, all right, cool, that looks good. Let's go. Hey, Cursor. Let's tell you what we want. I think we've already copied you into, yes. So we have that. We have the chat page. We need to equip you with the ability to know what we want within our code base. So we're going to scope you to TSX files. Zoom in. We're going to scope you to TSX files and .ts files. We're going to then go get a picture from ChatGPT. And so now that we have those two, the first context. Let's prep this. Context. The first image is our app. The second image is Chat GPT. Cool. We would like to replicate the right side similar to the one that is shown in the Chat GPT interface. This drawer will pop out based on a condition that can be toggled from the chat. For now, do not worry about that functionality. Only focus on the good, sleek. Focus on the UI UX for the look and feel of the drawer. Let's see what that gives us. Lots of tailwind. Lots and lots of tailwind. Seems like it's still going. We'll start at the top. Oh no, we got more toys. So let's apply this one. Let's see where we get. This does look like it is happening on the chat drawer. Okay, so we've built a brand new component. We're going to call this the action log drawer later, but for now, keep this. Now it wants to update the chat page. And that seems to be all it needed. It seems very minimal, which is what we like. I do see the chat drawer here. Okay, cool. So how does this look now? But can we see it? I do not know. Where is it? I'm not seeing it. There's got to be some condition that we're going to need to utilize in order to get it to render. Open on close is open. Okay, so let's find. It's true. Let's look at it. We not running the front end anywhere, probably. No, we're not. Okay, so now, very nice. I like that, but the problem is that it's now overlapping, and I do like this blur. That's pretty cool. Problem is the overlap. It does work well. Like, it actually looks exactly like I'd want it to on mobile. So now we just need to figure out why it's overlapping. So this looked great. The only issue is I don't know why that has to do that. 3 seconds. New. Go away. Just do this way. But it did not push the other. It did not dynamically resize the other columns it was next to. As you can see in the image, the right drawer is overlapping instead of next to the other columns. See what it gets. I didn't flip it with more context, but I've always just been wondering, is it by doing this, giving it the same conversation, is it still able to reason with regards to what it's actually being asked, rather than having to re-equip it with the full context? You got another one? Are you doing it right this? I think it's just that you have to bring it that way as opposed to mixing it. Yeah, it's like, what else is it? Yeah. Okay, so now let's apply these changes. I'm hoping that this works out well. Uh, and let's go see what we got, hey? I think we probably have to re-equip it to, oh, we got an error over here. Chat nav. Seems, did you mean to use it this way? Yeah, it just messed up the component import. Now we need to just get it to render in the chat page. Is open, is assistant open? Is assistant open? Let's toggle this to true. That's good. See, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. Let's see what it looks like on mobile. Cool. I think we're going to be good with that for now. And it even closes. The issue is that I don't know if mobile's good. I think I got to go fix this on mobile. I don't think this is an issue with this. I believe this is just an issue. Wait a minute. What is that component? Oh, there's another. Oh, they put a button here. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I actually like that. That's funny. So it just shows the action log there. That's funny. It even went and got the Chat GPT logo. Huh. Well, I think that's good. Like, I think this is pretty much a good. This is good UI. We can get this. We can make this work for the chat actions. Cool. I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go hang out with the rest of the family and have a good time. So I think that's going to be it for this part of the stream. Thank you guys for checking it out. I think the Cursor did a really good job. Thank you, Cursor. Thank you for doing all the work and me not having to. So let's wrap this up by just getting these changes committed. So let's go open a brand new terminal. Let's go up one level. We're going to go here. We're going to add all of our changes, commits. We have a drawer, but need the data populated. We're going to push those changes. And let's just double check that let's double check our changes on our pull request. Refresh. Go through here. Good, got a new component. Adds the chat drawer code, adds the ability to toggle it. I'd say this is good. So thank you guys for checking out the stream while we're sitting in a coffee shop. This is definitely an interesting experience. Hey, could have been users there for a minute. People joined in, so that was cool. But cool guys, well, I'll check you guys later. I hope you guys have a great day, and see you on the next one.